And I'm going to sit on this chair because if I sat on that, it would take the whole church to get me up again. Do any of you know my name? The pastor just said it, but did you hear it? No. Should I give you a hand? Yes. Julie, yeah, that's my name. Well, our names are important to us, aren't they? I bet some of you have even had your teachers. Am I still on? Oops. I bet some of you have even had teachers put your name on their desk. Have you ever had, when you first started school, so your teachers would know your name? And I bet even one of the first things you learned to write was your name. Yeah, that was pretty special, wasn't it, when you could write your name? In our gospel reading today, in our gospel reading today, Jesus told a parable, a story about a rich man and Lazarus. You know what's strange about this story? Jesus told us that the poor man's name was Lazarus. The rich man? Oh. Wonder why? Why do you think he didn't tell us the name of the rich man? I don't think he was that important, his name. Because, what am I doing wrong? Am I loud enough? Well, I'm loud enough for them, but probably not loud. Yep. The rich man was not a specific person. He represented like all kinds of people, so we didn't want to give him a name. He could be you, or he could be me, or he could be anyone in the room. Jesus wants the rich man to be an example for all of us to think about our relationship with money and riches. Some people feel riches are more important than Jesus. Should they? No. Jesus said that poor Lazarus was so hungry that he wished he could eat the crumbs of food that fell from the table at the rich man's house. Would you like to go into your table and get the crumbs off the floor? No, they'd be pretty yucky, wouldn't they? But what I find most interesting was that Jesus said that dogs would come and lick Lazarus' sores. Ew, that sounds icky. You've probably had a dog lick you, have you? Why did the dog lick you? Why? Because he loves you. He was happy to see you. Sometimes they jump up you, and if they're a big dog, they might even lick your face because they love you. But did Willie? But have you ever had a dog lick one of your sores? You did, maybe? Why did the dog do that? Maybe the blood? But you know, I had to look that one up because I could figure out why would dogs lick sores? And you know what I found out? That's just something that they do, and it's also because they think they might help you. Have you ever had a dog that got hurt and had to go to the vet, and maybe it had a sore and they put one of those things around its neck? Why did they do that? Because it wants to lick it and make it better, doesn't it? Why do you think Jesus told us that the dogs licked Lazarus' sores? The dogs wanted to help him, yeah. But did the rich man? No. And it says that Lazarus sat by the rich man's gate. So every time the rich man went into his house, or every time he went back out of his house, did he see Lazarus? Did he ever help him? Who was the only that helped him? The dogs were the only ones that helped him. Yeah. And even though he was poor on earth, Lazarus would have riches in heaven. And we know that when he died, Lazarus went to heaven, because in the reading it says that Lazarus was carried away by the angels and went to be with Abraham, who was already in heaven. Lazarus went to heaven when he died, but where did the rich man go? Yeah, that's where he went, wasn't it? Jesus tried to show us through this parable that wealth should not be the most important thing to us. Who should be the most important thing to us? Jesus, right. Jesus has told us to love one another, even if that person might not be lovable. You think Lazarus was very lovable with his sores? He was lovable, but probably we didn't want to be around him very much, because maybe the sores, do you think they stunk a little bit? Yeah, because he was so poor. Even the dogs were licking him, right? Sometimes we meet people that we don't really like very much, but what does the Bible tell us? We're still supposed to love them. And people will know that we're Christians by our love. I started out talking about names, and we all have very different names, don't we? But you know, we all have one name that's the same. If we believe in Jesus Christ, we're all called what? What are we called? You got to put your name on. You've all got to put your name on. Can you peel it off the back? And you want to hand me back the little label thing? Yeah, you're all got a special name. We've all got the same name. Yep. Whoops. I lost one there. Yeah, even I've got the same name, don't I? We're all Christians. So will you pray with me now? We've all got the same name, don't we? Dear Jesus, we love you, and we want to try and show how much we love you by loving those, because you tell us to love everyone. So help us, even if that person is maybe not someone we would really want to love, but we should, because we love you. In your name, amen. You know, how do we always end our lessons? Candy. Yeah, but this is what candy has a name? Has its name on it? No, Snickers doesn't have its name on it. It has it on the bag. But what's the actual? M&Ms, right. M&Ms have their names on them, don't they? And how many M's are in M&M? 2. So how many candies should we get? 2. Should we get 2? There's 2 for you.